I'm Jasmine Anderson. We begin with a major update in the Gilgo killings. Investigators looking into new evidence, possibly linking accused serial killer Rex Heuermann to more victims. Sherry Einhorn has the latest.
New witnesses have come forward, potentially linking Gilgo killings suspect Rex Heuermann to victims Shannon Gilbert, whose remains were discovered in December 2011, and Karen Vergata, who vanished on Valentine's Day 1996 and was just identified in August.
We have the information, we're working it, and we'll see where it leads us down the road.
Attorney John Ray, with Suffolk Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison by his side, detailed what he says 4 witnesses told him recently. The commissioner telling the media he personally sat in on one interview and sent detectives to another one. Here's what's in the 2 signed statements. The first says she is a former swinger from New York City who said she and her police detective friend saw an ad posted at a club near Heuermann's office for, quote, swinger sex at a Massapequa Park home in 1996. She says they picked up another woman to bring along.
They ended up going to Rex Heuermann's house. In the house was the wife of Rex Heuermann and Rex Heuermann and the other girl. The other girl who we believe to be Karen Vergata.
She says that woman ran outside naked and afraid, but that she and her friend left without her. According to her statement, she saw a picture of Heuermann and Vergata on the news and decided to come forward. The second witness, a banker by day, taxi driver by night, claims in the fall of 2009 she was dispatched to the Sayville Motor Lodge to pick up a woman who had locked herself in a bathroom. She described seeing a, quote, very large man come out of the room first, blocking his face. Then a girl who was crying and shaking said she had met him on Craigslist and that he seduced her into meeting him.
This girl turns out to be Shannon Gilbert.
I'm going to continue to grind to make sure anybody that had an interaction with our defendant, Rex Heuermann, is held accountable in this case.
The DA's office issued a scathing statement saying the task force will continue to investigate the case through the grand jury, not through a press conference, adding anyone with information about the case should be contacting a law enforcement agency and not a private attorney. I'm Sherry Einhorn for NewsdayTV.
Read our complete coverage of the Gilgo killings investigation on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box. The parents of a teen who died of cancer have filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Brookhaven Town and the school district. Javian Coleman died last year of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. The 13-year-old's parents are suing the South Country School District and Brookhaven. The suit claims the school in town failed to protect students from toxic air from the nearby landfill. Jury deliberations continue in the retrial of the woman charged in the killing of an anti-gang activist in Brentwood. Anne Marie Drago of Patchogue is facing a criminally negligent homicide charge. Prosecutors say she ran over Evelyn Rodriguez with her SUV in 2018. A guilty plea from a teen in a Huntington Station murder. Yesterday, 16-year-old Ramon Lyons from Huntington Station admitted to gunning down a man in 2021. He's expected to be sentenced to 12 years to life in prison. President Biden is back home preparing to address the nation about the war in Israel. He returned to the White House last night after a trip to Israel where he brokered an aid deal for Gaza. Israel will now allow Egypt to deliver humanitarian aid supplies to the Gaza Strip.
Israel has been badly victimized, but you know, the truth is that if they have an opportunity to relieve suffering of people who have nowhere to go, they're going to be, it's what they should do. And if they don't, they'll be held accountable in ways that may be unfair.
Biden's Oval Office address is scheduled for 8 p.m. He will talk about his administration's response to Hamas's terrorist attacks against Israel and Russia's war in Ukraine. Governor Hochul continues her Israel trip today. Yesterday, she met with the victims of the deadly October 7th Hamas attack and families of hostages. Read the latest on the war and the impacts it's having on Long Islanders on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. The chaos continues on Capitol Hill. A third vote expected today to try and elect a Speaker of the House.
No person having received a majority of the whole number of votes cast by surname, a speaker has not been elected.
Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan failed again yesterday to win enough Republican support. There are now increasing calls for both parties to expand the powers of the interim speaker. The championship dream is over, unfortunately. The Aces dealt the Liberty a loss in Game 4 of the finals.
Laney to the corner, Vandersloot, no! And that is it! An unforgettable finish to game.
You hate to see that, especially at home. New York missed their final shot to fall to Vegas 70-69 last night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. The Aces are now the first team to win back-to-back championships since 2002. Malvern football star and Penn State commit Josiah Brown needs knee surgery. Brown tells Newsday he needs reconstructive knee surgery and will miss the remainder of the season. Brown tore his ACL, MCL, and meniscus in the Friday's loss to Cold Spring Harbor. He said the doctor told him he will make a full recovery. We wish him the best. Long Islanders are remembering actor Burt Young.
December 25th.
Where?
It's in Russia.
Are you nuts?
The Oscar-nominated actor who lived in Port Washington was known for playing Paulie in the Rocky films. His daughter says he died on October 8th in Los Angeles. No cause was given. Young was 83 years old. Sylvester Stallone on Instagram calling Young a dear friend and an incredible man and artist. A hometown honored today for Long Island's Piano Man. The street where Billy Joel's motorcycle shop is located in Oyster Bay, Audrey Avenue, is being renamed after the star. Joel is expected to attend today's ceremony. Checking out your hyper-local Thursday forecast. Sunny today, highs around 64 degrees. Enjoy this day while you can, because tomorrow the rain is making a comeback with highs in the 60s. And here's a look at your futurecast. So we can time out those storms for you. You can see the showers moving in tomorrow morning. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
Long Island Votes 2023. Crime, housing, and green initiatives are all hot-button issues in the town of North Hempstead. Macy Eglund and Darwin Yannis have the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Darwin Yannis is Newsday's Town of North Hempstead reporter. And as we get closer to Election Day, we are taking a closer look at the issues voters are focused on as they choose their next town officials. So what are you hearing from residents, Darwin, as far as, what they're concerned about this year?
A lot of residents are focused on the crime of the area. Within the last couple of years, there's been an alarming amount of car thefts, catalytic converter thefts, and hate crimes on Nassau County's North Shore.
We're hearing a lot, too, about keeping local control of housing in North Hempstead. What's the latest with that situation?
When Governor Hochul made her proposal for more housing earlier this year, a lot of Long Island lawmakers were on the front lines opposing this proposal. Now that election season is here, they're doubling down on opposition for any proposal that would take away from local control.
Another thing that sounds like is really important to residents there is these green initiatives. What's been done and what are these candidates saying about the future?
North Hempstead in general has been pretty big on these environmentally friendly initiatives, bringing more trees, more EV charging stations to the town, as well as other sustainability programs.
And what are candidates saying about the future of those programs?
They're looking to bring more, to expand this, to reduce carbon footprint, and just to bring more environmentally friendly initiatives to the town.
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you, Darwin.
Thank you.
Darwin, Macy, thank you. Read more about the issues in North Hempstead and what matters in your town on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. take your Halloween decorations to the next level. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Steffi DeGraff is the queen of fall decor.
So happy to be at your home to celebrate all things fall. Welcome to fall.
Just ask her social audience of over 1 million followers, with whom she shares ideas and inspiration. The author of the brand new book, A Home for Every Season, has turned her upstate A-frame and Long Beach home into a Halloween haven. From her famous pumpkin arch,
It's actually so easy. It's just PVC pipe and it's placed into buckets that have mortar mix. And then I just add pumpkins onto it.
to what you'll find inside.
There's Halloween fun everywhere you look, including up.
Yeah, so it's actually so easy. I just have command hooks that I stick to the ceiling and they come off mess-free when you're done, which is the best part.
I love that this greets you when you enter the house.
Yes, it brings you into all the rest of the fall decor. I like to pull a lot of inspiration from old films, from the colors outside and the foliage and just the feeling of waking up on like a crisp autumn day. And I just want people to walk into my space and feel that.
For your kitchen,
I picked up these 3 glasses at my local craft store and I got all of the most festive candy I could find and I filled it up. It adds such great color. There's more this way. Let's go check it out.
Ooh, the cauldron.
I just used a bunch of Christmas ornaments. I added some firefly lights and you can pick any color you want. I just thought green was spooky. I think the key is really to not forget about small corners, and I love to touch every little area of my house. I actually took acrylic paint to the wall. So if you don't want to paint your walls, I have a great alternative, and it is painting your pumpkin. So just dip your finger in some paint.
Okay.
And then you just put it all over in different little polka dots. We're gonna grab a black brush and we're just gonna give them eyes. It really does last all the way through Thanksgiving if you wanna keep all of your decor up.
Well, thank you. You've really gotten me into the spirit.
Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
Very festive for the fall. Read more about local Halloween decor on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
It's Friday Eve, so here's what's up on Long Island. Riverhead Halloween Fest Saturday's event features coffin races, trick-or-treating, and a goblin parade. The rain date is the 28th, so we'll keep an eye out on this for you. Or go ghost hunting. Join the Long Island paranormal investigators as they explore the historic Rogers Mansion. You'll get a crash course in the theories and devices used to interact with and document paranormal beings. It's Saturday night at the Southampton History Museum in Southampton.
There's a rumor going round and round and round. What you say we make it true. We make it true.
Lee Brice is coming to Long Island. He will take the stage at the NYCB Theater at Westbury Thursday and Friday. For admission info and more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say Install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thank you so much for watching us on this Thursday. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.